Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. This lecture is for fourth year BSc, and we have already discussed the cartilaginous fishes. Today the topic is bony fishes or osteichthyes, or we can also say that these are those fishes having the endoskeleton, bony endoskeleton. There are few differences and few similarities when we compare it with the cartilaginous fishes. As I have told you कि आपके पास ये जो बोनी फिशेस और कार्टिलेजिनियस फिशेस हैं ये कौन सी क्लास है आपके पास, ये पाइसेस है, क्लास पाइसेस कह सकते हैं, फिशेस कह सकते हैं। क्लास पाइसेस और फिशेस इज डिवाइडेड इनटू थ्री मेन क्लासेस, दैट इज कार्टिलेजिनियस फिशेस, बोनी फिशेस एंड डेप्नॉय. Placoderms are the extinct fishes, so we will not discuss it over here. Now, first of all, the general character of the bony fishes. You have to write the general characters of the bony fishes. The bony fishes, in the bony fishes, the body is streamlined. It is spindle shaped, pointed at both the ends, and the body is divided into head, trunk, and tail. Alright. As you can see in the diagram that I have drawn this diagram a day before, Labiorhota. As you can see in that diagram कि आपके पास Labiorhota में pointed ends हैं, front भी back भी. So we are saying that is the spindle shaped body. Cartilaginous and bony fishes both have spindle shaped body. But the primitive fishes, that is that is the eel or the cyclostomes, they don't have the pointed body, they have the rounded, blunted ends. Only the bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes, they are spindle shaped. The bony fishes, they are the habitat of these bony fishes, they are living in the fresh water as well as marine water or marine water. But most of the fishes, they live or they are the inhabitants of the fresh water. The mouth of the bony fishes is terminal. As you can see in this line, the mouth is terminal. Terminal means it is not dorsal, not ventral, it is terminal at the tip. But as we can see in the cartilaginous fishes, the case is different. The mouth is ventral in position, okay? So there is a difference between the mouth position in bony and cartilaginous fishes. The skin is covered by the cycloid or ctenoid scales, or we can say that कि आपके पास exoskeleton जो है वो cycloid और ctenoid scales से मिलके बना हुआ है, ठीक है? Now, what is cycloid or ctenoid? As you can see in this diagram, the bony fishes have cycloid scales. So the cycloid scales are those scales which are formed from the dermis of the skin. मतलब कि आपके पास डर्मिस में तो बनेंगे, लेकिन कहाँ प्लेस्ड हैं? एपिडर्मिस के यानी स्किन के ऊपर. और ये फिशेस को फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी प्रोवाइड करते हैं, प्रोटेक्शन प्रोवाइड करते हैं और स्किन को रफ एंड टफ बनाते हैं. तो दीज स्केल्स आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द प्लेकॉइड. द साइक्लॉइड स्केल्स, दे हैव द सर्कुलर रिजेस, okay, and these cycloid scales are present in the higher bony fishes like carbs and lung fishes, okay, carbs and lung fishes. This is the characteristic feature of the bony fishes. This is the characteristic feature of the bony fishes. Why I am stressing this word? Because the question usually framed as कि आपके पास scales कौन सी type के होते हैं bony fishes में, that is cycloid scales. And what are the ctenoid scales? Some fishes also have the ctenoid scales, that is also the form of a scale which is present in bony fishes. Ctenoids have the spiny ends and they are also derived from the dermis of the skin, and they are also for the protection, flexibility, and it will also determine the age of the fish, okay? Now the next point is air bladder. The air bladder is present in the bony fishes but absent in the cartilaginous fishes. Two-chambered heart means they have the one auricle and one ventricle. They have single circulation. Mammals have double circulation. The bony fishes or the cartilaginous fishes, they have single circuit heart. one auricle, one ventricle. They are cold-blooded. Sexes are separate. Male and female differentiation is present. Sexual dimorphism is present. Fertilization is external. Larval stage is not present. There is no larva. The development is direct. एग तो होता है, लेकिन ये है कि यहाँ पर आपके पास लार्वल स्टेज आपको कोई नहीं मिलेगी. जब इंडिविजुअल हैच होगा एग से तो वो बिल्कुल सिमिलर होगा अपने पेरेंट्स से. जबकि आप बटरफ्लाई में देखेंगे वहाँ पहले होता है टेडपोल, जो कि अपने प्यूपा टेडपोल मोल्टिंग होती है और फिर अपने इंडिविजुअल से रिजेंबल करता है. लेकिन यहाँ पर इंडिविजुअल जैसे ही हैच होगा तो वो बिल्कुल अपने पेरेंट की तरह ही होगा. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड द डायरेक्ट डेवलपमेंट. Now there are no claspers for the fertilization. यहाँ पर endoskeleton that is bony and the tail is diaphyseal, heterocercal or homocercal. Okay. The bony fishes, they are divided into three subclasses: Paleopterygi, Actinopterygi, and the fossil fishes, that is Choanophytes. That is not important for you. The upper two classes are important and you have to mention in your papers. Okay. Paleopterygi, they have the polypatriform or polypatrus. That is the example. You have to write it like this. Don't write all the details. You have to just mention the orders and classes. Okay. Now we came to the tail which is present in the different fishes. Now today we will only study the diaphyseal or protocercal that is present in the lower fishes, that is cyclostomes, primitive sharks and lungfishes, deep sea fishes and larval fishes. This is the type of a tail in which the vertebral column is towards the end. Okay. Towards up to the end of the tail, the vertebral column or notochord is up to the end. Then we have the epicaudal lobe or hypocaudal lobe. This type of fish fins or fish tails are called the protocercal or diaphyseal. You have to remember this and you have to mention when you are mentioning the characteristics of the fishes. Okay.